But today we're changing the oil, changing spark plugs again, because I didn't put factory OEMs back in it, and I should have. Gonna check the fuel filter again, make sure it's good, changing the lower unit fluid, and then we're going to drop the lower unit and change the impeller blade. Never done it before, seen a couple of YouTube videos, but nothing. I've seen one specifically on this model, and it's the F25 ESH Yamaha 0605, but everything you look up is 05. So other than dirt daubers, every once in a while getting blown out of here, I haven't touched it other than the spark plugs, but it's pretty clean 04 stroke for being 20 years old, almost 21 years old. She's in good shape. We're going to give her some updates, freshen her up a little bit. Probably going to start with changing the impeller blade and get that done, and then once we get all that done, we feel confident about it, we'll start draining that lower unit fluid. Stay with me. Alright, so this is the kit that I got off of Genuine Yamaha Parts. I'll try to link their website in here. But I got the whole water pump repair kit. It comes with everything you need. Everything you need. But you got the impeller, got the bottom plate, you got a new housing, we got the cup, we got the water pump plug, we got the O-ring, we got the little half moon keyway, and then we've also got 4 new bolts for it. So there's the part number for the bolts, there's the keyway, there's the plug, there's the cup, there's the O-ring, there's the bottom plate, there's the housing, there's the impeller. So that's what the repair kit comes with. Put it all in there. It's a little windy this morning, bringing some more of that warm air. It also comes with the gear case lube. I'll show you the other stuff that it comes with here in a little bit. What I had to order separate was some 2,4-C grease and this gear gear lube pump. But these and this come off Amazon. I just tapped in marine grease, got the 2,4-C with the PTFE, and then this gear lube pump comes with the Yamaha adapter. You'll see we'll need it here in a little bit. So both of these things are going to help out. This is going to keep everything lubed and smooth. This is going to make life a lot easier refilling my lower unit. But for now, let's get this here. Okay, first thing we got to do is we got to get this shift linkage undone. It's 10mm. I've loosened the back nut, and then we got to spin and get this top coupling off of there. It's a little tight to get to. Once we get it loose, we might be able to get my fat fingers in there. Now we can leave that like it is. Spin this back over here. Now we need a 12mm. We're just going to go through. I may have to have 2 hands for all this. Get your camera set up here. Tell you what. Now, let's spin you right over here. Lay my wrench down. Now, I don't have one of those fancy stands, so I'm gonna have to do it like this. It's alright. Yeah, this needs to be done. I have to clean this shaft up a little bit with some emery cloth, but it for sure needed to be out. I don't know if my uncle ever had anybody work on it or replace it or not. I had a little bit of trouble with it flowing. I took the port here, the flush port, and I run some water through it, a little bit of air, and I got it back flowing. Called it good for the last trip, but I really wanted to check this. You can see the little port there. If I can get this to focus. That little port there is already clogged up again with some grime. But I'll start tearing this apart. I'll bring you back. This housing off of here. Pull it to the side. Get the cup, the old impeller. Yeah. O-ring's in decent shape. The cup just needs some cleaning, but yeah, that ain't good. I've got two little fins broke off, a couple bent and twisted weird, and not going to be pumping a whole lot of water that way. Let's see if we can get it off. Oh yeah, look at all that rust and grime. I'll have to clean all this up real good. Then we got a little keyway. We bring out the big guns. Got the big old Craftsman vice grips. Hey, yeah. Haha, I didn't lose it. Had to chew it up a little bit. But we got it out. Thankfully we got a new one, and I believe it's gonna work. Get our bottom plate off. Everything else looks good. We'll get some of this cleaned up. I'll be right back. Alright, as you can see, the gloves have come off. Got her cleaned up a little bit. So I was hoping to have some real fine emery cloth. All I had was this 180. It's a little too much. I got scared using it a lot. You can see some of the marks. I was just lightly going over it, trying to clean up as much of those rust spots as possible. Then I got a brass brush. I'll get it out here in a second. Cleaned it up, tried to get in that keyway as much as possible. Used a little WD-40 as lubricant. Try to clean up around this bottom seal, this ring here. Got as much of the grime and stuff as I could get with what I got right now. But we're about ready to go back together. So let's get our new stuff out. Get our ring, bottom plate, our impeller ready. So kind of goes on, jump over one way. It could go like that, but it's not the way it goes. Slide it down, get it put into place. bolts. I'll lay them right there. O-ring, cup. There's the keyway. Let's get us a little bit of grease. Squirt just a little right there. That new keeper in there. Let's give it some love taps. That's what you want to do. You want to hammer it in. Probably not. But next, we're going to need our impeller. So right there is a little notch that goes over our keyway here. We want to get this slid down and on it. So what I'm going to do is take a little bit of this 24C grease. Try to use a paper towel. Get it slid down on there. Make sure it's in that keeper. Alright. Now, we get our new cup. Took it off, got it in the cup. Now, we're going to line up that keeper right towards us. We're going to put this on, that right towards us. Make sure that's seated good. Alright, so now we got that. We get our new O-ring. Fail. Get our housing ready. Alright, so let's get a little bit more grease on here. Slide that down right there. Right there. Get a little pickup. Now I'm just looking, make sure I get this one in the right way. Yep, a little divot right there. More of that impeller coming out. A little bit of grease. Here's our friend. My legs are shaking, holding this. Alright, got the little piece there stuck out. Got all that. Go through, make sure I don't have any spare parts. Now our bolts. And I'm just going to put a little bit of grease on them. Get everything lined up, happy. one piece that I didn't see in the box is this piece here. We're going to try to clean it up a little bit. Try to save it. Got a couple O-rings on there. Alright, going back together, putting a little bit of grease on that bottom O-ring, try to slide it down in. Alright, that's got it there. Let's get some here on that one. And get some on our splines. Make sure we don't get none on the top. I'll wipe it off. Get some on that shaft. Don't want to put a whole lot. I do recommend getting or building a stand. Set this in. Hold it in your legs for this process. It is difficult. Alright, now we get to get it stuck back up in there. So let me move y'all, get y'all in a better position, and I'll be back. Alright, we want to be mindful of our shift linkage. Tell you what I'm going to do, put a little bit of grease on a bolt. And I'm going to just get it started. So to help support this lower unit. Alright, come here. Let's put you back on. Alright. Now we gotta get our piece back in there. It's gonna be a little difficult. Y'all can't see, and I apologize. Alright, that's started. Now we can get our other bolts. Put a little bit of grease on them. Get it back around here where I can see. Try to get that spun down. Let's shift back into neutral. Take our try to get this so y'all can see me. I'm going back where this was. be in the right spot. Got that snug. So now it's neutral. Forward. Hey, neutral. Reverse. We may check it later. I've got some water stuff winterized at the house, but I may have to hook it up. We'll throw the muffs on it and make sure everything's good, make sure it's all peeing. But for now, let's get ready to change that.